Hey guys, Czar here. Something very interesting happening right now as the Nas pushes up. We're in the pre-New York. We're actually 2 hours ahead of the New York Open right now. So normally quite a dead time. There will be news though at 8:30, and this is an advance of the news in 1 hour. We're seeing the 10-minute pushing up into this big zone. Let me take you out to the 4-hour chart so you can see how big this zone is. This is the area here many days ago. This goes back to September, I believe. Yeah, September 22nd. We're now November the 15th. This is the last time we had any traffic at all here, and we got this clean move to here. So just looking to see where this can take us. And then above that, by the way, it's smooth sailing. So we don't know where we're going to go from here, but we got two minutes left in this candle. And so I want to watch this one and see if we can extract some profits from this move in some way, form, or another, depending on what happens on the 1 minute as well. And so I'll bring in the 1 minute for you. We'll take a look at this. Yeah, so it's just obviously just making a nice impulse move now, good strong impulse move, but we're going to have to wait for a pullback here, and ideally an upper wick on the 10 minute, so that we can take advantage of this potentially. But it's pushing. It realizes now that this is kind of open air, right? This is an open air move with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this candle. Let's take a look. We're going to watch this now. Just going over to my platform as well. I trade with Interactive Brokers for scalping and day trading. I use other platforms for swing and position trading, but this one seems to be it's worked out best for me. No affiliation, by the way. "42 seconds left. Gonna get nice and close on this. 35 seconds left in this candle. I'm going to get this out so I can show you what I might be thinking here. This is not an open order. This is not a trade. This is just a trade marker to show you what I might be looking at. I like the way this is pulling back here. Five seconds left. Here we go. 5 seconds left. I want to see a bottom wick. If there's no bottom wick, there's no trade for me. In other words, I need this candle to drop down and then go back up. See, there's no wick on that thing. We want a wick. Why? Because most candles, almost every candle has a bottom wick. It is a natural formation, and without it, it means that something has not fulfilled itself yet, right? There's something still missing from this candle. Now this can absolutely explode to the upside with no bottom wick, and that would be a sign of unbridled momentum. But since we can't bet on that, I mean we can, but it's not the way I approach the capital markets. I'm looking for the most certain move, not the most explosive move, the biggest move, or not even every move, or not even most of a move, just the most certain moves. And that means I need to see everything in my favor. And this includes a normal structure first. That would include that bottom wick. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, watch my videos, as many of them as you can, and it'll all come together for you. And that's not to say that I have the best format for trading at all. As a matter of fact, there is no best way as such. There are more profitable methods than others, but what's best for you is the one you can actually use. And our unique brain wiring plays a huge part in what works for us. We're all wired very differently. Some of us are more visual. Others are more auditory. Others are more kinesthetic, and others are olfactory or gustatory, right? It's taste and smell, which doesn't help you much in trading, unless you're wearing your trading diapers, in which case the olfactory sense could come into play. But normally we're dealing with visual and auditory and kinesthetic here when we're talking about trading. We're seeing that candle pull back now, right? We're getting a little bit of a bottom wick. It's not much. And I'll just show this to you. And when I put it back in normal view, you'll see that wick is quite tiny, right? Right there. I'd like to see something that looks more like these wicks that you see here. But if we can't get it, we may take a position here. We'll see. There's the 1 minute that I mentioned. Be looking for very specific things on the 1 minute. Ideally, a pullback all the way towards the 20. But if this move is going to be strong, we might never get back that far, because the bow doesn't have to be pushed back as aggressively for this move to continue. All right, bring you back to the 10-minute chart. We'll watch this together. I'd be sizing based on something that looks like this. Get that 1 minute back for a moment. Yeah, so the 20 kind of down here is where I'd be sizing on, meaning sizing for our multiples. You could even size for a bit smaller than that, by the way. Just watching this together. Patience. This is the live order now. This order is live. I'm not in the trade, but this stop buy order is live, meaning that prices have to get all the way up to there and tap that before I'm taken into this trade. Another 5 points or so. Watching as it pushes up now. There could be a case to be made, and I will sometimes do this. You'll see it in my videos. I'll ask you to enter way down here, but I would need a more reasonable pullback before I would take this entry, because we could still get a pullback that looks like this. Right? And then potentially a move up like that. Right? Seeing this on the 1 minute chart. Here we go. About to be nailed or taken in, nailed in. There we go. In the trade now. In the trade now. Watching the 10-minute chart again. 1 minute's irrelevant to me at this point. I might bring it back to manage the trade, but we'll see. Looking for a 1-to-1 on this. fairly quiet now, waiting for that news in 50 minutes, 53 minutes to be exact, at 8:30. Red folder news in the U.S. and PPI month over month, I believe it is. Yep. This is where patience comes in. It's watching. Stop to 0.5 R. Stop to half an R. In other words, the worst case now, we can lose 1/2 R, right? Half of 1 R, or 0.5 R, because our starting point was an R, right? Make sense? Starting point was here. All right, starting. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of managing my my Telegram group here at the same time while we're just watching this thing play out. All right, pretty quiet in the group this morning. There were some successful, profitable trades this morning. We were able to. I was able to get 2 off back to back, and they're on the YouTube there as well. I was able to film them and upload and send the ideas out to our Telegram group ahead of time, of course. That's Cerulean Trading, Telegram. Always encourage people, if you have a positive mental attitude, if you have a great vibe and a nature, a calm, relaxed nature, want to learn how to trade, want to teach others how to trade, share ideas, then you're welcome in our group. No Lambos, no wads of cash, no big chains, no loud music, no cursing, no politics, no religion, just calm, relaxed trading, focused on the markets, and laughing and enjoying each other as well. It's a great place. Brand new. We just started the channel about 3.5 weeks ago, and we're at 170 some odd members already. Incredible how this family is growing so quickly. just realized how these markers I don't usually use. I don't trade on TradingView, so I just realized that this marker, the way this marker works, it didn't make sense to me actually. So we've reduced our R by 1/3, not by 1/2. I see the way it does its calculation now. This risk-reward ratio is a little bit different than my own platform. Okay, so we're reduced by 1/3. That makes more sense to me. I'm going to put you on pause, guys, so you don't have to sit through this grinding action. I'll bring you back when something relevant happens, okay? You'll be back in 1 second for you. For me, it could be many minutes. Talk soon. Okay, guys, it's been quite a few minutes, and things are pushing up now. You'll see these new candles. I think these candles are since we went on pause, really indecision candles doing nothing, and now we're getting a bit of a push up. I'm now going to reduce the R value again to even smaller, right? So we're just going to bring it down. And it's called dynamic edge shifting. It's a term that I coined years ago, and in a way to describe managing an open position, reducing risk as we go, potentially even increasing the payout as we go, based on market structure, developing market structure. You haven't seen me do a lot of the increasing the payout yet on the videos, because I want to do this one piece at a time and kind of unveil it or unroll it as we go, piece by piece. All right, watching this now. I'm going to put you back on pause and see how this thing develops. We're back, guys. Watching this push up again. That pulled back even below our entry, and now it's pushing up a little bit. So we're going to watch this together for a little bit here and see if we're going to manage this again in terms of edge shifting. Really struggling now, 25 minutes, 24 minutes before the news alert, the news coming out, just struggling to get up, and because this will be very big news and absolutely will move the market in a very big way. I'm just going to remind my group actually that that's about to happen. So now things are going to start getting volatile. You can even see it now kind of picking up, and so what I'm going to do is immediately reduce this right to break even, just to protect us. Because now players are coming into position now for this news alert, and it's a big one, PPI month over month at 8:30. It is now 8:06, right? So we're getting there. So now I'm going to protect the downside of the position, right? There's a no lose on this position now, but if it rallies from here, then we'll be in for the entire move. Okay, that's how we're going to manage this one. That's only because it took so much time for these candles to play out here. And that's why I'm tightening it. I would have left it. If there was no news, I would have left it down here, and just let it play out. You get the idea. This is trading, guys. Always, introducing and incorporating fresh pieces of information throughout the entire thing. Pushing up a little bit here. See if we can get this thing closed out. It needs a little bit more caffeine in order to close this thing. All right, give you some more perspective there. Need a bit more caffeine here on this one. Little energy boost. Just being patient with this now. See if this can play out. Watching patiently, faithfully, trusting the system. We can't lose now, right? We're break even. we can give it all back. We can give all this back, and we need to be okay with that sometimes. Most of the time, we need to be okay with that because that's the way the math works. It doesn't work if we keep on just taking our profits when we get a little bit. That's where a lot of traders go wrong. They take a little bit of profit when it comes their way, but they take the full loss. And that math, that's not a business practice. Well, it is a practice, but it's a losing business practice, right? The math has to work. We're going to stay with this one. We make it out at break even, which is no loss. It's also no gain. But we need to be able to hold out for these bigger gains when they come. This is still only a 1 hour trade, right? But it's a zero risk at this point, thanks to dynamic shifting. Watching for it now. Watching for it. Needs one more push. One more push. My platform actually just took me out. I was able to, it took me out on the, I guess it was a spread, but waiting for that last push. Come on. All right, this we can do. Nope, I'm gonna leave that there. One little push. Patience. Very difficult for most traders to do, by the way. Very difficult right now. One more push. Very difficult. Most traders will just take this, and there it is, guys. Well done. Nicely and nice and patiently, right? There was 1 hour. It's 24.5 points in a 1 hour trade. Congratulations. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon. I might even come back on for the news announcement in 20 minutes. Otherwise, we'll see you in New York. Thanks for joining us. Talk soon.